Welcome back to Montrose Rock Level Radio on locallifehouston.com. We have in the studio with us Hayden Jones, right?
Hayden Jones, yes.
Yes. And you are a solo act, and you also have a band called Roosevelt House Band.
The Roosevelt House Band, that's right.
Right on. Well, I've seen your band play several times, many times, and one of the best shows that I saw was at Countercrawl, I think 7, at Freneticor Theater.
Yeah.
That was an excellent set. And
cool.
Before I think that may have been the first time I'd seen you, but there was a lot of buzz. Like there was a lot of buzz about your band.
Really? I had no idea.
Excitement. Yeah, a lot of excitement. Talk about your band before I'd heard them. So I was really looking forward to it and glad that I got to catch y'all.
Nice.
Tell me a little bit about Roosevelt House Band. First the name. Are you actually a house band, or is this something that you just came up with? Because I know there's a place called the Roosevelt, and I was curious if that you didn't start there, did you?
No.
Okay,
I get asked that all the time, and the answer. It's actually kind of a disappointment. There's nothing too interesting behind it.
Okay.
But we do have interesting things we tell people, but they're just lies.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling a bit too nice just to say that right now. So.
Well, I dig it, and I'm kind of glad that you're not associated with. Anyway, that place, but Roosevelt,
House.
yeah. Well,
but I'm associated with the family, the Roosevelts.
Are you? All right, cool. Well, I dig on that because Teddy is one of my.
Teddy's my homeboy.
He's one of the great ones. The last great president, actually, I think. But we'll get into that another time. Speak softly, carry a big stick. Yes. And that guitar being your stick, and your music though with Roosevelt House Band, I guess is a little different than your solo. I mean, you're writing for both, but you, it seems that Roosevelt House Band has, I guess, a little bit of a prog rock feel to it.
Yeah, there's more like psychedelic elements involved.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of more hip too.
Right.
I think it appeals to more hip crowds sometimes.
Sure. No, it does. And so, but those elements of psychedelic and prog.
Definitely. And I love playing that stuff. So it's great having like the ability to do singer-songwriter stuff, and also be able to play with the band as well.
Yeah. And what kind of like album situation do you have with Roosevelt? Do you have any EPs or albums out, or is it just a collection of songs?
We went over to my buddy's rehearsal space one time, and we just set an iPhone down and recorded. And we recorded like 5 songs, and it actually sounded pretty good. So we started like handing out and calling it our EP.
Nice.
Downer House EP.
Okay.
And that's all we really have with the Roosevelt House Band. But I'm in the studio. I'm recording my album right now, the Hayden Jones album.
Okay.
And as soon as we're done with that, my buddy Jeremy plays bass for the Roosevelt House Band. He's helping me out. He's playing bass on my solo album, and as soon as we get done with this, we're gonna jump on the Roosevelt House Band album.
So this outfit, I mean, you've been around. Roosevelt House Band has been around for about a year and a half.
Yeah. We've played in Houston quite a bit. We have a lot of songs.
Yeah, you have a lot of songs. So the best way to catch your music is to see you live.
Yes,
obviously.
yes. You only can see us live.
And do you always? I remember at the Freneticor, maybe it was because they had the setup, but you had a visual component to your set too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, this random guy I met, I don't remember his name, but he did that for us.
He had.
It was really cool.
Some projections. Yeah, it was awesome. I was like, man, if this is something that's part of your, it was a great way to be introduced to Roosevelt.
Yeah, it fit really well. I kind of just wanted to turn my back on the audience and just watch the light show. You know.
Well, hopefully that can be lined up again because that was an awesome deal.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And your music that you write is how would you describe your the music that you write for your solo act? We've kind of covered your Roosevelt House Band. What do you do with your singer songwriter side?
I think it's a little bit more personal, and
as far as style though, are you leaning into folk?
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really know. Yeah, a lot of it's more folky.
Okay. Well,
sort of.
Well, maybe we can all judge for ourselves. Why don't you play us a song from one of your?
It's hard to talk about music. I really just
right, and that's the best way as well.
Yeah,
I hear.
Exactly.
Here, let's hear something from the Hayden Jones project, your personal project. Cool.
This is I wrote this song like 3 years ago, and I played it with a band as well, and but I'm just gonna play it by myself here, and it's called Cocaine and Misery, and it's about a kid growing up on a cocaine farm in South America. One second, folks. Well, I'ma tell you a story about how I was raised. It's as hopeless and scandalous as the people you praise. Don't try and tell me how I live my life is bad. You don't understand. You're starting to make me mad. Well, most people don't know this goes on. They can sleep out of home and still complain about a job. Well, I'll tell you about a job I worked for 20 damn years and never got paid a dime. I worked at a place called the Old Shepherd Shack. If I really had a choice, I'd never go back. For darkness rippled and agony bloomed. There's crooked ideals and heavy burdens of doom. There's bribery and crime and peacekeepers' heads hanging from trees and hanging from sheds. They kept them there so we'd beware. But I tell you, I was envious of that dead man instead. For I was bound to the land, I had no place to go. I was addicted to the pain they shoved up my nose. I still hear the screaming and I still hear the yelling. Oh, let me get back to that old story I was telling. Seems all I ever knew was cocaine and misery, cocaine and misery. Coke is what we grew, and cocaine's what we made. And I had to fucking do it, I wouldn't see another day. For the jungle cried, there wasn't a city for months. The only way I was to hop on one of them cocaine trucks. They take the goods to Brazil. Oh, that's just what I heard. Oh, even if I made it, I couldn't understand a word. And the man who owned that old screwed up shack had a pack of hounds, he'd sure hunt me down. So I shut up and I did what I was told. I could start to tell that man's getting old. For he had the place as a younger man. He had a family with a sister for some helping hands. He shot his kids up with coke so they'd beg for something. He'd make them work all day and then he'd go out hunting. Well, hunting for what? Probably another slave. He says natives were great because they didn't need a grave. Seems all I ever knew was cocaine and misery, cocaine and misery. The band of doom was a box of shovels in a wooden room. But I had it better than the youngins. They slept in the shed, they weren't as useful as me, so didn't care about their death. And this foul creature, I said foul words about, he ain't just a man, he's my father, but damned. Long years I waited for him to die, and when it finally happened, do you really think I cried? For me, the oldest brother of three, all his things were passed down to me. Time's much easier when I get the land. There's plenty of workers and cocaine's in demand. But the damage is done, my mind's shot like a drum. Seems all this cocaine done made me insane. And how could I awaken with the money I was making? Seems life's just a remnant and my soul's been taken. I carried on the sin my father put down, and I